Solo class is a lab class where students have a chance to work on the music that they're working on in their private lessons. So you'll hear a lot of different instruments and voices today showcased as these students are all combined into this class from their private lessons classes. We also have the distinct pleasure today of combining with our acting class, who has final monologues and scenes to perform for their grade. So we're kind of interspersing, for the first time, we're so glad to be able to do this, interspersing musical performances with acting performances. So if you picked up one of our yellow programs on your way in, you'll see that we start with a musical performance, and you'll see those titles just in a regular font, and then the next performance will be an acting performance, and you'll see that title in italics. On the back of your program, you'll also see some upcoming events. We really just have one at this point because we're pretty much at the end of the semester. But Roane Choral Society, which does involve a couple of our students, will have a concert coming up on Friday, May the 3rd. So we would love to see you there in Lenore City if you're able to come support us there. If you have any questions, if you are doing this as part of a course, an intro to music course, and you have questions about the music, you can feel free to talk with the students after the performance is over today, and they would be happy to give you some more information. Of course, as always, exits in the back and phones off, all of those good things for any performance, and we certainly appreciate you being here today to support our students in their final push for the end of this school year. So without any further ado, we'll get started with the program. Thank you.
Hello, I am Sarah Baker, and I will be playing Very Hard Roane on my guitar.
There's a dark side of my mind. I have these thoughts, sometimes that aren't good. I don't want anyone else to succeed but me. I shouldn't phrase it like that. I don't mind if people succeed, just so long as they don't succeed more than me. Sometimes things in my mind get twisted between my good conscience and truly not giving a damn about whoever I've dragged over to that cold, dark, shadowed side of my conscience. I'm trying to figure out how to put a barrier between that section of my mind. I don't like the thoughts that sneak up on me. That's the thing, though. I do like the thoughts, and that's why I want to block them out, the thoughts, because I don't want to get too lost traveling around there. I don't ever want to get trapped.
He thinks it's funny and laughs. Sometimes he'll pretend to be talking, and then he won't make a noise, so I'll think there's something wrong with my hearing from all those trains. At night, I like to sit in the living room with the lights on. We're so close you can see the train all lit up. Maybe a man sitting alone with his, or a woman coming home from a movie with her girlfriend or something. I like to watch their mouths and fill in the conversation. Barry tells me to come on to bed, but I like to imagine myself sitting in the front car. Barry and the apartment, they just get smaller and smaller while we cool off. I know exactly what stop to get off at. I walk out to the beach and get in the water. The tide's strong but gentle and it pulls me along. I get out and I lie on the sand and sleep under the moon, and then I get back in. The tide's stronger now and it pulls me under. I don't think of Barry. I don't think anything except how cold it feels under this deep. I let it pull me under until there's nothing left.
Yes, Carter, you don't like him.
He's a little self-involved.
He's used to being right.
He drives a Lincoln Navigator.
That was a present from his parents when he got into law school.
What are you guys going to discuss
Are you going to limit your conversation to please pass the Liberty Package? How does he feel about the GOP? Does he go deer hunting? Collect guns? I had no idea you were this bitter. You don't love him. You're only saying that because
It has nothing to do with me.
you're kidding, right? It just happens so fast, you and Carter. And you think you're in love with him. This isn't... You know what? I'm gonna go. I'll email you the stuff of these. No! I should go. Nothing's gonna be the same. It's my fault. Where will you go? Seattle? No. You're going to leave. School? For a little while. You can't just do that. Look. Honey, I love you. I would do just about anything for you. I can't stay and watch you marry him. I mean, I should. But I'm not strong enough.
gives you time for that last minute save, that last minute effort that gets you through. Or perhaps you reveal something in a plot that you can exploit. But not this time. This time it was kill first, gloat later. I get to brag now. And that bragging is so much better. And now it's time for a victory dance on You're great.
There's a fine, fine line between a lover and a friend. There's a fine, fine line between reality and pretend. And you never know till you reach the top if it was worth the uphill climb. There's a fine, fine line between love and a waste of time. There's a fine, fine line between a fairy tale and a lie. And there's a fine, fine line between your wonderful and goodbye. I guess if someone doesn't love you back, it isn't such a crime. But there's a fine, fine line between love and a waste of time. And I don't have the time to waste on you anymore. I don't think that you even know what you're looking for. For my own sanity, I've gotta close the door and quit. There's a fine, fine line between together and not. And there's a fine, fine line between what you wanted and what you got. You gotta go after the things you want while you're still in your prime. There's a fine, fine line between love and a waste of your
Duck Lachey's was 5 feet 1 inch, had 5-inch red hair, and buck teeth and a lisp. He played Shakespeare on vaudeville. He'd come on stage, slosh it around, and then lisp like a little fairy. To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether 'tis bear with it to the thorns of time. One night, someone threw a tomato at him square in the face. For an encore, he cleaned himself. One night, his partner got sick. The director asked me to go on with him for this famous Siamese twin act. The suit had one leg, so we had 3 legs, so we put one leg down the middle. And I turned to him and said, "You touch me and I'll help you one, got it?" So when the lights came up, he waited for the right moment and he goosed me. So I popped him in the nose, and the curtain rose, and the audience saw one half of the Siamese twin beating the crowd on the other. And Duck, bloody, blade nose and all, jumped out of the suit and said, "With me, scorn me, whip me, scorn me." He got 3 curtain calls that night. He could make people laugh by just reading on the telephone. But one night, the director called and said Duck had killed himself. Said something about someone not taking him seriously, how he hated it when people laughed at him. Here I was, struggling to get a single laugh, and he killed himself because he couldn't turn the funny off. I was jealous as hell.
The sun comes up
you about things that upset me, you get so involved. Do you want me to be miserable in my life? I feel as though the only way we can have any sort of relationship is when things are bad. I don't want things to be bad. I want to talk about good things. I want you to tell me good things. Why is that so hard for you? Do you realize that every time I come over here, you have nothing nice to say? You're always complaining and moaning about your boyfriend, your apartment, your family, your work. You never seem to have anything happy going on. It's like the only way you can exist and communicate is by raging against something. Doesn't that exhaust you? It takes more energy to be miserable than happy. Try being happy and stop playing the victim all the time.
Woe is the hand that sheds its costly blood. Over thy wounds, now do I prophesy, which, like dumb mouths, do ope their ruby lips, to beg, voice, and utterance of my tongue. A curse shall light upon the limbs of man. Dreaded fury and fierce civil strife shall cumber all the lands of Italy. Blood and destruction shall be so in use, and dreaded objects so familiar, that mothers shall but smile as they behold their children quartered by the hands of war. All pity choked by this fell deed, and Caesar's spirit raging for revenge, with aid at his side, come hot from hell, in the confines of this place, with a monarch's voice cry havoc and release the dogs of war, that this foul deed shall smell above the earth, carrion men groaning for burial.
don't know what you've got till it's gone. They pay